Here's a question that surprises a lot of people. What if your retiree success has less to do with how much you've saved and more to do with how you're using it? Because I see it all the time. Two couples with completely different portfolios, and the one with less money actually ends up with more freedom. They travel, they give, they enjoy life without worrying about market swings or tax surprises. Meanwhile, the couple with the bigger portfolio still feels anxious, always calculating, always uncertain. So what's the difference? It's not luck, it's not timing, it's structure. They've learned how to use what they already have more efficiently, and that's the secret most people miss. You might already be wealthier than you think. You just haven't been looking at your money in the right way. Hi, I'm Jay Forgione, President of Summit Retirement Solutions. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 types of retirees who are often far wealthier than they realize. Not because they've made more money, but because they've made smarter decisions with what they have. I will show you why wealth isn't defined by your account balance, how to measure your real retirement security, and which traits make some retirees thrive while others constantly worry about running out. If you'd like to understand which of these 5 types you might be and how to make your plan more effective or efficient, book a time with me using the link below. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more people gain clarity and confidence in their retirement planning. So number 1, the tax-efficient retiree. Let's start with the first group. The tax-efficient retiree, they're not necessarily the ones with the biggest portfolio. They're the ones who understand that what you keep matters more than what you earn. These retirees have structured their income to minimize taxes, and that alone can create hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional lifetime value. Maybe they draw from taxable accounts first, do Roth conversions in their 60s, or coordinate withdrawals between accounts to keep themselves in lower brackets. Here's the difference it makes. 2 retirees both have $3 million. One pays an average of 25% in taxes each year, and the other, thanks to smart income sequencing, pays 12%. That's a 13-point gap. That adds up to roughly $390,000 in savings over a decade. Same money, same returns. One simply keeps more of what they earn. If you diversified your tax buckets between taxable, tax-deferred, and tax-free accounts, you're already wealthier than you think, because efficiency always beats size. Number 2, the debt-free retiree. The second group is the debt-free retiree. This is a person who might look at their neighbor's $3 million portfolio and think they're doing better than we are. But what they're forgetting is that wealth isn't about assets, it's about obligations. A retiree with $2 million and no mortgage, no car payments, and no credit card balances may be in a stronger position than someone with $3 million who's still paying thousands a month in loans. Why? Because every dollar you don't owe is a dollar you don't need to withdraw. Being debt-free lowers your monthly income, reduces your tax bill, and extends the life of your portfolio. It's not glamorous, but it's one of the most powerful wealth multipliers there is. So if you've worked to eliminate debt, whether through downsizing, refinancing, or paying off your home early, you may already have what most people are chasing, financial independence. Number 3, the income balance retiree. Next up is the income balance retiree, the one who builds a retirement that runs like a well-oiled machine. They're not relying on one source of income. They've designed a strategy where predictable income covers most of their lifestyle and investments handle the rest. For example, let's say your household needs $9,000 per month in retirement. If $6,000 of that comes from Social Security and pension or annuity income, then only $3,000 needs to come from your portfolio. At a 4% withdrawal rate, that means you only need about $900,000 invested to sustain that lifestyle. Someone without those steady income sources might need nearly $2 million for the same effort of comfort. That's the hidden power of blending guaranteed income with investment flexibility. It smooths volatility, reduces pressure on your portfolio, and allows you to stay calm when markets fluctuate. The retirees who sleep best at night aren't necessarily the richest. They're the ones whose income is reliable, predictable, and coordinated. Number 4, the flexibility-focused retiree. The fourth group is what I call the flexibility-focused retiree. This is a person whose plan can bend without breaking. They've set up multiple account types: taxable, Roth, IRA, and diversified income. They have both liquid cash for short-term needs and growth-oriented assets for long-term inflation protection. That means they can adjust to changing conditions. When the markets drop, they draw from stable assets instead of selling at a loss. When taxes rise, they shift to Roth or taxable withdrawals. When opportunities arise, like a real estate purchase or a family gift, they have the liquidity to act. Flexibility isn't about complexity. It's about having options. The truth is, retirement isn't static. Your health, the markets, tax laws, all of these evolve. The retirees who thrive long-term are the ones whose portfolio can evolve with them. If your plan gives you multiple levers to pull, you're wealthier than you think because of flexibility is the real safety net. Number 5, the purpose-driven retiree. Finally, we have the purpose-driven retiree. This is the retiree who knows exactly why they've saved, and they're finally using their wealth to live intentionally. They understand that money is a tool, not a scorecard. Their wealth has a job to create impact, fulfillment, and freedom. Maybe that means traveling early while healthy, funding your grandchildren's education, supporting causes that matter, or simply having the confidence to spend without guilt. Here's what's fascinating. 2 retirees can have identical portfolios and spend the same amount, but the one who spends with purpose often feels richer and more secure because they know exactly what their money is doing for them. Purpose doesn't just make your wealth more meaningful, it makes it more sustainable. When your spending aligns with your values, you naturally make smarter, more disciplined financial decisions. And that's what turns financial success into long life satisfaction. Number 6, how these 5 traits work together. Now, you might be thinking, Jay, I'm not sure which one I am. The truth is, the wealthiest retirees aren't just one of these types. They're a blend. Here's how the pieces fit together. Tax efficiency ensures you keep more of what you earn. Debt freedom lowers your monthly income needs. Income balance provides stability and peace of mind. Flexibility protects you from the unexpected. Purpose gives every dollar meaning. When you combine them, something powerful happens. You stop measuring wealth by your account size, and you start measuring it by your options. Because real wealth isn't about having more. It's about needing less and being confident that what you have will always support what matters most. Number 7, a quick reality check. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine 2 couples. Couple A has $3 million saved, all in traditional IRAs, still carrying a $3,500 mortgage and drawing $150,000 a year. Couple B has $1.8 million, but is diversified across taxable, Roth, and cash accounts, and they're debt-free. They only need about $90,000 a year to live on the life that they love. Who's in the stronger position? It's not the one with the bigger number. It's the one with the better strategy. Because the true definition of wealth isn't just what you own, it's what you control. Number 8, the mindset wealthy retirees share. There's one final thing all these retirees have in common. They've shifted their mindset. They've stopped trying to win retirement by accumulating more and started focusing on optimization. They know their goal isn't to have the biggest balance sheet. It's to build a plan that funds the life they actually want. They don't just measure success by returns. They measure it by freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. That's the difference between financial success and financial peace. One is about numbers, the other is about living life on purpose. The bottom line, you might be wealthier than you think. If you've eliminated debt, structure your income, plan for taxes, and build flexibility into your portfolio, you've already achieved what many people are still chasing. You don't need to win retirement. You just need to make your plan more efficient or intentional and more aligned with what truly matters. Because at the end of the day, wealth isn't about the size of the portfolio. It's about the confidence that your plan will always support your goals. If you'd like to see how your current plan stacks up or how to refine it to make your money work harder for you, let's connect. Click the link in the description below to book a time with me and schedule a conversation. You might be surprised to learn that you're already in better shape than you thought. You just need to see your wealth through a new lens.